Hi, this is Tina at Tina Stitches. Welcome to my channel. Today is Sunday, September 23rd, and it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and we've been having some chilly weather. So I got myself a coffee crisp hot chocolate, put on my scarf, which I normally don't wear, but I remembered I had this one, which was given to me by a buddy, and I thought it'd be perfect for this kind of weather. So I have my gauntlets here, just in case I get really cold. I don't think I'll need them. So today I'm going to be showing you some whips and some haul. I have no finishes, and I pulled out an old whip, and I will show you that in a minute. Life updates. You may notice my hands are a bit bruised. I did go in for a procedure on Wednesday, and nothing serious, but when they went to do the IV on this hand, she blew my vein. So that was very painful. And now I also have a rash there, and don't know why, but anyways, yeah, bruise on that hand. And this hand is the hand that had the IV, and it's very tender. This one, bruised one, is not as tender. Go figure. Anyways, as far as that goes, all is good. I only worked on 3 projects, and three cross-stitch projects, and my quilt English paper piecing. I'll show you that. And a little bit of good news, my sister is back into stitching. So she's working on a project that a friend had bought for her, and she didn't like the fabric that came with the kit, so she asked me for a piece of fabric if I had it. And so I went digging into my fabric bin, and I found something that I will explain a little bit later. But yeah, not much else is going on. Like I said, the weather's getting cooler. We've started doing some yard work, putting stuff away. Moving the wood splitter so that we could split the wood. Moving siding because we have to finish. There's just the shed left to put the siding on, and then all the buildings here will be sided, whatever the proper word for that is, but finished. So I guess we will just get into the whips. Like I said, there's only the 3. These are my regular ones so far. This one here is Alice by RETM. And that's what it'll look like finished if I did it the way that it was called for. I am changing mine all to over-dyed threads, and I even threw in some metallics. And here's what mine looks like. And in the original version, the keys here are all one shade of a gold thread. I'm not sure of the exact gold required, but, and by gold I mean a DMC yellow. And I decided I like the sparkles, so I changed them to treasure braids and Krynic. And the treasure braids I picked are PB01 and 02. I had thought about using 03 as well, but I didn't think there'd be that much of a difference when it's stitched up. So I went with the gunmetal 011HL by Krynic. I don't know if that's showing up any better, but it's a gunmetal number 4 braid. And that's the results. I like the way it turned out. And since the last video, I've stitched all the black over here, the bottle, the arm, the flamingo, the mouse, and this circle, all of the wisps, and the keys, and the spade. So that's what I've stitched since the last time, last week actually, the last time you saw it. That one will be put away. It's been a week, and I'm going to rotate over to my dad's stocking because that one has a deadline. And I think if I don't burn out at the end of the week, I will continue on for 2 weeks in that. That's what I did last time. I did 2 weeks of stocking. So we'll see how that goes. So that's Alice. This is the next one, and I will insert a picture of what this looked like before here. This is Mirabilia's Wherefore Art Thou, Mystery Sal. Not a mystery Sal, it's not a stitch long. It was a mystery pattern released in 3 parts. And I'm doing all of mine in the over-dyed version. And here's where I am. When I left off the last time, where I started was from the top of the pedestal here, working up the vase. And that's what I've got done. So it's not a whole lot, but it is progress. And if I keep it up, it will get done eventually. And this, I'll insert a picture of what it's supposed to look like here. That I worked on for, I think, only about 2 days. And the last one is the one that I worked on nearly every day, for at least a few minutes every day, couple strands. And that is Beloved by Adele Sessler, charted by Heaven and Earth. That's what it should look like when it's finished. And here is where I am. And I continued working on this area here, and I finished the color completing that I had started, and I am working my way, spreading my way out. I almost have the page complete widthwise, and it's almost to the bottom of the page. I don't know if it's going to focus. So yeah, we're getting into his shoulder there. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go, which direction. I'm going to continue working on this page. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back over here or just work my way in. I don't know. We will see. And that goes up here. And so when I was digging through my bin of fabric, trying to find something for my sister to stitch on, I swear, last week I was going to put out a in search of request, because I had got this pattern from buddies that had gone to a stitching festival, and because I couldn't make it that year, and I've never gone to one, they joined together and bought me a pattern and some of the specialty threads that go with it, and I had started it right away, and I got as far as I could. Well, I don't even know if I could have gone any further with it. It's possible, but it got put away. And when it got put away, it got separated from the chart. And it was in the bin of shame, and I pulled it out when I did my video. And I thought I should finish it. It's so close to being finished. And I'll show you now what I'm talking about. And this is designed by Stony Creek. It's a sampler, a commemorative sampler made specifically for the class that she was teaching at that particular festival. And all that's missing is the work in here, and the wording down here. Originally it said Stitching Festival something, the year, I think, and I was going to change it, but I didn't know to what exactly. I think I was going to change it to Stitching Buddies, and then EST and a year. I'd have to find out what that year is. And the buddies know what I'm talking about. This section here has a charm, which has been discontinued, but it's just heart-shaped charms, and I can get a matching set anywhere. But I got it that far, and then it got put away. And then when I pulled out the bin of shame, I thought I should work on this some more. And then I couldn't find the pattern. And I thought it was in a cabinet. And I went and I looked in that cabinet, and guess what? There's no stitching stuff in that cabinet anymore. It's got liquor bottles in it. I don't remember taking my stitching out of there and putting liquor in there. I went and I looked twice, like I must be going crazy. But then I thought I must have moved all that stitching stuff out to a box, which is now in the garage in a stack, and I'm never going to find that pattern. I went through all of the boxes I have in here twice, and I couldn't find it. Last Sunday, I believe it was Sunday, my sister calls, well, texts me and asks me for a piece of fabric if I have it. Said I'd go look in my fabric. And that bin of fabric I hadn't looked at since I moved into this room. It might have even been longer than that, but it was in the closet. Pulled it out, found my sister the fabric she needed, and I found a few other things. And among that was, it's in a pile here now, the original pattern, 2006 commemorative sampler. Let's see if I can pull it out here so you can read it. It's really faint stitching. Yeah, it does say Stitching Festival. I don't know if that's going to focus. So, no need to put out a in search of anymore because here it is. I also went through and pulled out the chart and had a look at what was left to do, and all that was left, and I think what might have happened was I did not have the thread that was left for the last bit of it, and that is the anchor marlet thread, which I must have ordered at another time afterwards in the midst of making it or something, because I had it in my stash and I didn't know why I had it in my stash, but there it is. So now I can finish that and frame it and put it up somewhere, probably in my stitching room. While I have a stitching room. If I don't have a stitching room, I don't know where it'll go, but I just have to find some heart charms and then do the white work with the marlet, and that'll be finished. I also found a quilt book that I had seen this quilt pattern in a magazine and I wanted to do it, and I had lost the pattern, and now it is found, so I can do that too. Aside from that, that was, that was the finds, the treasures that I found in that bin. So now, let's get on to the haul. I wanted to call it SEX, Stash Enhancement Experience, which is what we called it when I first started joining the bulletin boards, when they were called bulletin boards. So, I got a really big order from 123, and most of this is DMC, but I know you can hear the beads. So these are Beads and Treasures. So these are the beads and the treasures required to do the spring dress on Dressmaker's Daughter, which I started on the 1st. And so the beads and water lilies. I'm sure there's another one. Four colors. Pretty sure there's a 5th one hiding in here, I think. These are all the water lilies required for the Dressmaker's Daughters for all 4 of the seasons. And all the DMC needed for spring. And it's quite a full coverage pattern, so that's why it requires multiple skeins of violet, 211. And actually this might be for the whole thing, I don't know, because I'm seeing 754 here, and that's the background on a different pattern. I'm good for now. This will definitely get me through spring, if not the entire pattern. And that was my haul. Except when I place an order, you can't just buy one. You can't just buy a set of floss and beads. Always gotta bring home a mirror. And this time, the mirror is Queen Mariposa. And this one makes me think of my sister, because she really had a infatuation with butterflies. So that's why I grabbed that one. No idea when I'll start it, because this one also has a lot of beads and some silk lame too. So we'll see. The other thing that I got, which is not exactly stitching related, but I got a while ago, I had bought a Dymo label maker, and I had just the white labels for it, but I went and I got the clear labels, because what I'm doing is for my Alice Off With Their Heads treasure box that I've made out of a cutlery box, I bought a lot of these little glass jars, and I didn't like the way the white label looked on them, so I got the clear label, and it did focus, come on. Anyways, I like the way the clear works on the bottle better. I still don't have that box completely finished, but now I can transfer a lot of my beads into these, and it'll be a lot more uniform than all those little packets in a drawer in there, just bouncing around all over the place. So that was another bit of haul-ish. And now I also found something else. I also had to go through not all my magazines, because believe me, there's a lot, but looking for a Christmas pattern, because I'm in a Christmas ornament exchange, and all the people in this exchange know that I do stockings. And just about everybody that I've stitched for, I've stitched a stocking. And I'm not sure if this person would like a stocking. I'm not sure what style they would like. Some people are more into the Quakers, and some people are into the Mirabilias. I'm pretty sure a Mirabilia or lavender and lace would be appropriate for this one. But I don't want to say too much, because I'm pretty sure she watches. But while I was flipping through, I found this design that I would like to do. So first of all, where's that page? This is the page that I had seen it. Well, it's not even on this page, but I saw the stocking, so it drew me to, the attention of this page. And unfortunately, the stocking is not in this magazine, but the design that she does have in here is quite intricate, and it's actually needlepoint canvas. And I'm very interested in trying this. So I'm going to have to look at kitting this up, because I'm going to need the stretcher bars, the 18 count mono canvas, all kinds of things. So the dogs are outside the door barking. So we will see, but it's got very good instructions. It's called England's Rose by Catherine Coleman. Needlework fit for a king. I don't know if she still designs. I didn't look it up or anything. This is from the Stitchery magazine, March 1998. And the design actually is this here. It doesn't show up very good. It's not a very good picture. So I'll let you know if I get that kitted up, or if it just becomes one of those gone with the wind things. And I might as well show you how far I got. I got that many more hexes ready. I have no idea what kind of pattern I'm going to do. I got that many ready, and I got this much fabric still all cut up, ready to put on the hexes. paper. So anyways, I am going to leave it at that. Let you get back to your stitching. Well, I'm sure you stitched right through. And I will see you next time. Maybe it'll be a stitch with me. Maybe it'll be a Flosstube follow-up progress report. Until next time, bye. Before I go, I wanted to point out this other thing that I found in that basket of fabric. And I had just finished watching Teresa Little Stitcher, her latest video. If you don't watch her, you should go watch her because she does amazing work. She was talking about how she had difficulties judging the size of her needles, and it just happened to be in that box of fabric I had this, and I'm sure I got it as a freebie with a magazine, and I'm sure it was on a spool type thing, but it broke, and I just threw it in the box. I didn't even know I had it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been in that box, but on the one side is fabric gauge, and on the other is a needle gauge. And I don't know if it's going to focus. And I just thought that was so bizarre that she had just been talking about that, and then I come across the exact thing that she needs. It does not have size 28 on here, so I guess you would just say it's smaller than 26. Anyways, I just thought that I would share that, and now I'm gonna really go.